والليل كله ولو كره المشركون. أما بعد، فأوصيكم إخوتي وأخواتي ونفسي أولا بتقوى الله وطاعته، كما قال الله عز وجل: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. It's been almost 4 weeks now that, subhanallah, our brothers and sisters in Gaza are being murdered, massacred, ethnically cleansed, chopped up, subhanallah, those who are surviving, losing their bodily parts, losing their families, unimaginable. And subhanallah, more and more I'm hearing people talk about how do we heal? How do we heal? How do we, I'm disturbed. How do I, calm myself? And so subhanallah, if you think about it, some of you will not like this, but a lot of people are worried more about their own mental health instead of what's happening over there. They're worried about themselves. Ya akhi, I can't sleep. Ya akhi, they're not even alive. We just want to do something to calm ourselves down. Let me give some charity so I feel better. Let me make some dua so I feel better. Let me read some ayat and let me just say, oh okay, they're all shuhada, they're all going to Jannah. They're in a better place, they're going to Jannah. Jazakumullah, thank you Israel for sending all our brothers and sisters to Jannah. We're taking concepts that are correct but misusing it to make ourselves feel better. When the Prophet ﷺ says that the believers are like one body, one part of it is aching, one part of it is in trouble, the whole body goes into sleeplessness and gets a fever. If you're feeling bad, brothers and sisters, congratulations, you're a human being. If you feel bad and you're sleepless, congratulations, you have Iman. And I don't mean here go depressed and lie down and don't go to work. I don't mean that. Islam never tells you to be at that state regardless. Even if it's happening to you directly, you're not supposed to be like that. So I'm not encouraging here to be, going into depression and staying home. No. We still have to be in charge of our emotions. You're sad, but you move. You cry, but you get up. You make dua and you still work. Islam never, no matter what, even if your most beloved, your father, your mother, your child dies, you have 3 days to mourn. Then you have to get up. So don't misunderstand that I'm saying go be depressed. No. We cannot go into depression. We cannot go into hopelessness. But at the same time, we cannot try to forget. One person said, I turned off my WhatsApp. One person said, I deleted my WhatsApp. And I feel so much better. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. I'm not telling you to go and check every image that comes to you of people and the atrocities and the babies. Wallahi, it's traumatizing. You don't need to do that. But at the same time, don't pretend nothing is happening so you feel better. There's always a balance. There are important messages. There are important updates. There are things we still need to be doing. There are a lot of things we can do. Now, there's nothing right away that's going to fix things, obviously. But there are short-term things and long-term things. There are things we can do. And so, we have to look at the bigger picture. And at the same time, subhanAllah, we cannot lose Iman. Our brothers and sisters over there who are going through all that they're going through, the atrocities that they're going through, their Iman is going higher. Their reliance on Allah is getting stronger. You see, mashallah, their mindset and their calling to Allah I haven't seen one video, one image, one person over there who's losing hope in Allah. One person who's saying, Ya Allah, why us? One person who says, Ya Allah, doubting Allah or His help. You see them saying, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Allah is sufficient for us. What an amazing supporter we have. If they're saying that, how could we not be encouraged? And strengthen our iman. We recite ayat in the right, they're true ayat, but again, we don't reflect enough for ourselves. وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ اللَّهَ غَافِلًا عَمَّا يَعْمَلُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Don't think for a second that Allah is unaware of the oppression being done by the evil people. إِنَّمَا يُؤَخِّرُهُمْ لِيَوْمٍ تَشْخَصُ فِيهِ الْأَبْصَارُ. All Allah is doing is giving them respite for a short time on a day where their eyes will not be able to look up out of fear. Now we recite this ayah again to feel good. Allah's going to take care of them. Don't worry, brothers and sisters. Don't worry. Allah's got this. Allah will take care of these guys. On the day of judgment, they're all going to go to hell. Yes, but ya akhi, ya ikhwati, what if Allah considers us from the zalimeen? Because we're not doing anything. What if we're just sitting around not caring? And Allah takes us also from the zalimeen, from the wrongdoers, because we're doing nothing absolutely. We need to be worried about that. And of course, we need to know there will be justice. But Allah wants you to do something to get justice. Allah wants you, what can you do? And just because you cannot free Palestine doesn't mean there's nothing you can do. There's lots we can do. I asked some students, what are some positives? You know, because subhanAllah, one of the number one reasons, number one actually, that people become atheists, they leave Allah, is because of this problem of evil. Where they say, if Allah is so merciful, this is usually comes from a Christian perspective sometimes, unfortunately, or some people who their faith is low, regardless of religion, they say Allah is so merciful, and Allah is so powerful, then why does Allah not use His power and mercy to stop evil from happening? And people leave their faith. But the problem with this question is it limits Allah to only two qualities. And it ignores all other Allah's qualities, names, and attributes. That He is all wise, He is all just, He will take revenge, He has all knowledge. And the fact that this life, Allah never said there will not be corruption, Allah never said there will not be evil. Allah put that potential in every human being, but also put potential in every human being to become higher status than the angels. Put that potential in every human being become more evil than shaitan, and to be higher in status than the angels. The fact that we see all of this is a testament that Allah indeed allows evil to exist. Allah told us it will happen. Allah told us it will happen. ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس ليذيقهم بعض الذي عملوا لعلهم يرجعون. Allah says, indeed, corruption, evil has become so apparent in the land and in the sea, everywhere on earth. as a result of what human beings have done with their own hands. So that He shows them the consequences of their evil, so that they may return. It's an opportunity for everyone to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, looking at Allah's wisdoms, we see a few positives, many potential positives in what's happening. We see that, again, and I don't see this just for us to feel good, as a reality, as a comprehensive reality, that those who pass away are indeed, inshallah, martyrs and they're going to Jannah. There is an ultimate justice. It's not just for this life. There is an ultimate, eternal life. The injured and those who are suffering are raised in status. Number 3, it can be a cause for Muslims to wake up. And a lot of people are waking up. Going back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, holistically, because somehow still seeing some videos out there telling people just to pray Salah and everything will be fine. Make dua and everything will be fine. That's not what the Sahaba or the Prophet or anyone did. That is a foundation of what we need to do, and then build on that foundation. Not just pray, not just cleanse your heart. You really cleanse your heart, then you will follow Allah's other guidance to go out there and make a difference. Inshallah, it could be a means to unite as brothers and sisters and stop this, sectarianism based on minor differences. We have the foundations as brothers and sisters following Quran and Sunnah. There will be differences of opinion as long as they are secondary and not in the core of the deen. You want to follow a different madhab? No problem. You want to follow a different group that is trying to revive the ummah and they are upon the sunnah? Ya akhi, let them do it. Support them. If you're not going to support them, at least don't smash their work. Do your work and let them do their work. There's lots of work to be done in the ummah. No time to fight each other. Collaborate if you can. If not, just leave in peace and let people do work as long as they are within the Quran and Sunnah. Evil and good can be exposed in such cases. It's the 4th point. For many, many years, decades, people were making excuses for the Muslim governments. And now they're being exposed. Don't talk bad about the rulers. What? Don't talk about the rulers. Which religion is this? Which hadith are you misquoting? I don't know if you guys heard. In Saudi, I just heard today, they banned the Palestinian flag. And they banned making dua for Palestine. You make dua for Palestine, you can go to jail. MashaAllah, the land of the Haramain. UAE, I don't know if you guys heard, it was on Al Jazeera. There were many, many, many airplanes from UAE, big airplanes landing in Israeli Air Force bases. And we want these guys to save us. They're the reason we're here. And people say, don't talk about the rulers. SubhanAllah. Number 5. Perhaps sympathy of some of the allies. Some people who are not Muslim. We see a lot of people, human beings, just out of their humanness, supporting justice. And so perhaps ability to reach out to them and build bridges. A means to perhaps people, inshallah, looking at Islam, not just Muslims, and embracing Islam. A means, inshallah, because people perhaps forgot or don't know that Gaza and Palestine has been under occupation for 75 years. The issue didn't start on October 7th. The lives were very difficult. The rate of unemployment in Gaza was about 70% amongst the youth. They were still under a siege. The siege didn't start October 7th. It was just completely cut off from even water, electricity, and medicine. But there was a complete siege on Gaza waiting for October 7th. So maybe, inshallah, it's a means to even free the lands completely. A means to perhaps, inshallah, other lands being freed where Muslims are being persecuted. In Syria, in China, Rohingya, Kashmir, so many other places where the Muslims are oppressed, where inshallah the Muslims get together, go back to their deen, and look for taking action. Brothers and sisters, wallahi, this point here, just always remember, tawakkul ala Allah is not just putting your trust in Allah and doing nothing. We understand that when it comes to our education, when it comes to our livelihood, when it getting a job, no one says, I put my trust in Allah and I'm going to make money. Everybody goes out and moves and does what is necessary. Al-akhad bil-asbab, we know that term. Taking cause and effect to doing what you want to do and then making dua for Allah to give you success. But somehow when it comes to the ummah, we forget the cause and effect for victory, and we just want to make dua. We must take the necessary means. In tansurullah yansurkum. When you give victory to Allah, He will give you victory. When you take the steps towards Allah in doing what is needed. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. These emotions, brothers and sisters, that we have are, inshallah, a means for us to move. Use these emotions to get closer to Allah. Use these emotions to be more active. Use these emotions to be more aware. Use these emotions to look for solutions. Use these emotions to come to the community and be more active in the community. Volunteer. Build the community. Build the Muslims. See what can be done short-term and long-term for the ummah. These emotions, inshallah, can be driving forces. They're not meant as emotions to put you to sleep in bed and just cry, but emotions to make you move. I will finish off, inshallah, with a quick, 3-4 minute poem about Palestine. Just as a means for us, inshallah, to reflect. And because my teacher here is an amazing poet in Arabic, but I don't know how to do poetry in Arabic. I do it in English, but he does it in Arabic. So here we go. Palestine is crying. Empires have fought for me for thousands of years. Many have lost lives here, and many have shed tears. Everyone talks about me, but few know my vulnerability. People living for thousands of years driven out due to their ethnicity. Zionists claim I belong to them, but all lands belong to Allah. This led to the biggest tragedy, the ethnic cleansing from Gaza to Al-Aqsa. For many centuries, Muslims, Jews, and Christians lived here with care. But the Crusaders and now the Zionists don't know how to share. Now my name has been changed from Palestine to Israel. With the lies and propaganda, few know what is fake or real. The occupiers are somehow the victims, and the occupied are the terrorists. All of this thanks to the media and politicians bought out by Zionists. Muslim and Arab leaders have also been sellouts and shown their treachery. Caring only for their positions and wealth, they allow this butchery. O sons and daughters of Islam, where are you and where is your dignity? Do you not value me? And Al-Aqsa are mentioned by Allah the Almighty. You feel sad watching me on your screens and have no satisfaction. But your du'as are not enough unless accompanied with a correct action. I'll leave you with one last advice. If you want to free the land of Palestine, you need to return to Allah and follow the path of Umar al-Khattab and Salah ad-Din. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك قريب مجيب الدعوات. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين واعل بفضلك كلمتي الحق والدين وأذل الشرك والمشركين أعداءك أعداء الدين. اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر إخواننا المستضعفين في غزة وفي فلسطين. اللهم كن لهم عونا ومؤيدا ونصيرا. اللهم تقبل شهداءهم واشف مرضاهم وعجل لهم بالنصر والفتح يا رب العالمين. وصلى اللهم وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Third rak'ah was Salah rahimahullah. Inshallah we will make dua after the second rak'ah. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. إذا جاء نصر ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا برحمتك شر ما قضيت فإنك تقضي بالحق ولا يقضى عليك إنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت فلك الحمد والشكر على ما قضيت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين واعل بفضلك كلمتي الحق والدين. اللهم انصر إخواننا في كل مكان. اللهم انصر إخواننا في فلسطين. اللهم كن لهم عونا ومؤيدا ونصيرا. اللهم تقبل شهداءهم واشف مرضاهم وداو جرحاهم. اللهم كن لهم عونا ومؤيدا ونصيرا. اللهم عجل لهم بالفتح والنصر يا رب العالمين. اللهم أقر أعيننا بإعادة المسجد الأقصى إلى رحاب المسلمين. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصل اللهم وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.